FunnySad with your hosts Travis Nelson and
Vanessa Don, we're back, and I got a new mic, guys.
Vanessa's got a new mic. We're professionals now, and I do want to mention also check out the Blunt People podcast, which me and Vanessa are both a part of. It's on this exact same YouTube channel. Just go look at the BPP playlist. It's a ton of fun. You'll love it, and you'll become a fan, and it'll make us famous. Speaking of famous, oh wait, no, that's next week. This week we have a fantastic guest, Wilfred Padua. Everybody,
Yay!
I forgot you knew how to do. I forgot you knew how to set up jokes.
Oh, I know, right? You look at me and you're like, he doesn't have it in him.
No, yeah. Well done. That was beautiful.
Good to have you, man. How's New York? You moved to New York in when did you go?
2018.
Oh, that was a good time to go, huh? Two whole years before shit shut down.
It was a year and a half before the pandemic hit, but it's been good to me. There have been some downs, but ups sprinkled in as well. So, and I haven't quit. Hey, that's a big thing.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of tweets about quitting, and I'm glad you did.
You're not allowed to quit, Wilfred. I'm sorry.
But most comics from Seattle quit when they get somewhere.
That is the statistic. It's as soon as they leave Seattle, they realize, oh, I'm not special, and someone's been doing the thing I thought I was unique this entire time.
Yeah.
And so then they
that previous city lied to me. They treated me like a god, and I didn't deserve it.
Yeah. No, it's that move from like where nobody's taking it seriously to a city where people are actually taking it seriously, and then you realize that like, oh, I can't compete.
Yeah, well, I did move here. When I moved here, I was like, oh, this is what because I thought I was taking it seriously in Seattle, but then I moved here and saw what people were doing. I was like, oh, I need to work harder. So
it's there's levels to it, right? So it's
yeah.
Well, good to have you on. I think Vanessa traditionally does the first tweet. Vanessa, would you like to start?
All right, I might as well start off with, a tweet about you leaving. So if I could do it all over again before I moved to New York, I'm going to have rich parents.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how a lot of people are making it in New York.
Is it funny when it's read out loud? Because I don't think any of my tweets are funny.
Well,
we're going to find out.
It's not haha funny, maybe, but it's more of like, it's just something we all agree upon funny. That
one. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the show is called FunnySad. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're sad. Sometimes there's this weird like Malou where it's like, it's a good point. That's actually something that we brought up last episode with Bree Pruitt, is she was talking about like how much of a difference it would make if she could just do stand-up full time instead of having to do a day job at the same time and trying to be creative, and how nice it would be just to have like a cash influx from a wealthy family member or something like that.
But yeah, wouldn't it be nice to be to have a good rich father?
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, and one that was like, you know what, this is worth the investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be crushing to have like a wealthy parent, and they were like, your dreams are just not a sound investment for me.
Yeah.
The return on investment on your dreams is a no.
All right, Wilfred, I got one. This is actually your most recent tweet, and I liked it. It said, got a new tattoo. It says, you already saw Memento. Now, I'm Googling the movie Memento to see when it came out.
Oh yeah, I love to make a joke. I love letting a lot of time pass between the event and the joke that I make.
Yeah.
I'm working on a bunch of 9/11 stuff right now.
As they say, comedy plus time equals laziness. That's something.
Yeah, comedy plus time equals tragedy.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Did you watch Memento, or were you?
No, I was in a car with some very funny comedians, and we were just riffing about it. And I forgot. I don't know how Memento got brought up, but I was just joking about how I have seen that. I need to get a tattoo to remind myself, something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So And then it was actually a group effort. So Andy Haynes gets some credit to that, and Matt Pavich also gets some credit to that.
Yeah.
We all kind of punched it up. Well, they tried to punch it up, and then I went with my own version again.
I got you. So if that tweet ever makes you any money, do you have to like then give them some of that?
Yeah. I have to give them
work
some
through the contract.
Yeah. So my manager gets 10%, they get 10%, I get 10%. And then but I also have to pay taxes on it. So it's gonna leave me with not much.
Yeah, that's what people don't know about tweets is they rarely make you a ton of money.
Yeah. That's why I've probably got like what 12 on the internet right now.
No, you got a bunch. I saw you've been posting.
Yeah, you have enough.
Oh,
We'll go
really?
back. I'll go back 3 years if I have to. I don't care.
Yeah, sometimes we just have our friends on here and we don't do due diligence beforehand, and we pull up their Twitter to find some tweets, and they're just dog shit. There's just nothing, and it's like it's embarrassing. And then it's like
well, it's my 15th birthday, and that's it.
Like on Facebook, yeah, like from 2009.
You're like, all right,
I got another one.
Tough. All right, Vanessa, let's go.
Asking a guy's height is like asking a woman's weight. You don't do it. Just sneak a look at their driver's license. But I feel like people also lie on their license, right?
I am 10 pounds lighter on my license than I am now, but that's because calories have hit me. They're hitting me in a different way now.
How come?
Pandemic,
sitting around a little.
Yeah, me too.
We were talking about smoking weed before we hit record, and that's impacted my calorie intake at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, candy.
Understandable.
Candy guy?
No, I'm I'm like a real dessert guy. So whether it's it could be a pastry, it could be an ice cream. Sometimes it's a combination of the two.
Someone had to make that dessert. You don't do like confections.
No. What is by confection is pastry, not a confection?
You said I'm a real dessert guy, so I thought you were like gatekeeping what dessert was.
So I try not to. I just like think like candy is like too much for me. That's like too. I'm an adult,
no one should
and
eat it.
Yeah, but I was gonna get sour gummies yesterday, and then I had a friend slap it out of my hand.
Yeah. I keep like little bits of the candy I like, because I can't eat candy like I used to because I'm 32 and it makes my tummy hurt. So I just keep like little bits of it around my apartment to remind me. So I don't buy more, because every time I'm like, oh, and I'll eat like one piece and I'll be like, oh, my tummy. And then I know I can't eat candy anymore. But I'm more of like a savory, like weed gets me like buying like burritos and fried chicken and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, when you turn like full meals into like a snacking session.
Oh, it's terrible.
Like I love like wings, and then you got like wings and then like chips and like I don't know what's another finger food. I just have a spread. Like I've got friends coming over,
Mm-hmm.
and then I eat until I'm in pain or until I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's the great thing about being in your 30s is you can just eat yourself asleep. It's like being a toddler again.
It's
kind of, yeah.
It's tough because I live alone now, and I have no one to make me feel embarrassed about what I'm doing.
Well, if you want, you can always FaceTime me.
Do you want me to just FaceTime you?
Yeah.
While I'm watching, I'm rewatching Mindhunter for the second time.
Disgusting. Feel shame. God, man.
That'd be so funny. You're like on your way to a spot and you look at your phone. It's like, Wilfred, stop. And then you just put your phone back in your pocket. So I just have like here rustling and a black screen. And then every once in a while, like, Wilfred, stop.
I like the idea of like
put it down.
You calling me like I'm your sponsor anytime you're about to like eat some snacks. So I'll just be talking to people like at a club and I'd be like, oh, actually, I'm sorry, I'm a sponsor. I gotta take this. It's just like,
and I'm on the other end.
You should be ashamed of your body. The human body is an ugly thing, Wilfred.
Yeah.
It's gross.
All curled up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're over there. That's so funny. That's the phone call you have to take. It's like, hold on 1 second. You're just 3 feet away from everyone. Wilfred, you're a pig. And I was like, that was the important.
Or are you daddy's little fatty, Wilfred?
That was important. He had to pick that up.
Just to fat shame someone.
You said Jury duty sucks. I'd rather have it in writing that I'm racist than have to come back to do more jury duty on Thursday. Which is really funny because that's a way of getting out of it, right? Just being like, hey, I'm a piece of shit. You can't trust me.
I was at jury duty, being like, so I got jury duty and I was like, all right, fine. We'll try to make the most of it. And I brought like all of my writing materials and then like, you know, a script I had to read. None of it got done. I just looked at my phone the whole time.
Just had like a joke notebook with you as these people are going through like a brutal homicide.
Yeah.
Got like a moleskin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Did they pick you for the jury?
What was that?
Did they pick you or
no? They didn't pick me. I didn't even come close to getting picked. Because if you say that, so everyone is like, oh yeah, I actually have complicated, like I can't sit down for 7 hours, so it's bad for my health or whatever. We're all lying about whatever it is we need to do to get out of it. The ones that didn't lie, and they all regretted not lying, but all the ones that didn't lie were the ones who were put in the seats, and I didn't even come close to getting asked to be a part of this jury.
You know, I've been thinking about that recently with like how batshit crazy so much of the country is. Like, what is like, I would be terrified to have to like be tried in front of a jury nowadays. Cause like, I think, you know, if you're like, hey, I'm a racist, or if like, hey, I don't believe in the death penalty is a weird one where they won't let you be, you know, sometimes on the jury.
Oh, I could have just said that.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the case. It's case by case. You know what I mean? Like you can always say something. You could just be like, dude looks guilty, and they won't pick you. You know, like little things like that. Or like certain professions, depending on the case, they won't pick you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they saw you on FaceTime with me making fun of your body and trying to cause body dysmorphia, I'm sure that would disqualify.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm in the jury. I was like, hold on, I have to take this phone call.
Just come back crying a little bit.
Like he's unstable. We can't.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of therapy. He actually pays me to let him do this to me. So, well, I was just thinking about that because, like, I wonder, like, if I was being tried for a jury, like the list of questions I would want to ask the jury members would last longer than the trial. I'm sure I would be like, "Do you think the Earth is flat?" Like, do you? I would just start going through like what dumb people believe, and like, if you believe any of this, please, you can't try me because this is.
I was like watching the lawyers talk, and because they have to figure, the lawyers are the ones that decide who the jury is, and I was just like, man, I would hate to just be around these guys. Like they stink as people. And I wish that like that if I was even close to coming to the jury, I would have just been like, I don't like you. You in the nice shoes, you stink.
You just start breaking them down in front of everyone. Just like specifically
just roast everyone in the line.
Yeah,
you're not nice to service workers. I saw you be rude earlier.
All right, I got one last tweet.
Okay.
The Pacific Northwest is so not diverse that Rachel Dolezal got to be black for a while. And you're so right about that. At first, I was like, how the fuck did this happen? And then I moved up here and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Also, Spokane, no one said Spokane was diverse.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Yeah,
I was doing that as a bit on stage for a while, but you know, I don't like having to explain who Rachel Dolezal is in 2022. So.
Yeah, it's like so much has happened since Rachel Dolezal that it's hard to like backtrack everyone and help them remember that one.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't seem like it was so crazy back then, but now it seems kind of tame for like a news day. You know what I mean? Like, it was a school shooting. They tried to cause an insurrection at the government, and this lady wants to. That's not great, but where she lives, Spokane. Right. All right, that's right.
It would still be a thing that like liberals are up in arms about, though. Like that.
Oh, of course.
They're gonna be like, whoa, hold on. I know January 6th was yesterday, but can we talk about this one white lady?
Yeah.
Right.
And she still is a talking point for a lot of people who don't want to make any like real points or anything. They just like to like, you know.
The sad thing
it's
was
easy
that
just to be like, it's a very emotional response to her because she's trying to, take credit and be something that she's not. And there's a whole complicated background to all of that. So it's very emotional. So it's easier just to throw her up as like an example and
and people would just want to destroy others. I mean, the sad thing is that she also was like kind of a good thing for the Black community in Spokane, because she was like very positive and helpful. The bad thing was that she might be like mentally ill, and like, did you guys watch that documentary about her?
No,
I didn't.
There's a documentary on Netflix. The entire thing, it's this documentary crew following her after, because like no one knew who the fuck she was before, and the entire time it's her two Black sons being like, can you stop? Like, one of them is like constantly getting picked on in middle school for being Rachel Dolezal's son. The other one is like going into college and can't get into like HBCUs because like
I could see
because
that.
of his name. And it's just and she can't stop. And the way that the documentary ends is she changes her name. And she changes it. She fucking doubles down, and it's this African ass sounding name. It's something I know. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the name Diallo was in it. It was like, that's her like second last name, because, and I only remember that because I had a student with the same last name. But yeah, she like threw in clicks.
She got the tattoos, all that shit.
Yeah. Well, she still exists, man. Like, she's still a thing, right? Like, she's got a podcast.
Yeah, she's still around.
She's doing Cameo. I remember that. She might still be on Cameo, but I remember there was a point
Bo
where
Johnson get her to do a cameo for Chris Mejia?
I don't know. I remember I had some friends.
True.
Some people did cameos of her, like had her like plugging their show on Cameo or whatever. But
I think that's fun. That's a good use of money. To me, that's always going to be funny enough.
It's also nice to like accept that you're a joke.
Yeah,
true.
So yeah, I respect that.
I got a tweet I really liked of yours, Wilfred. You said, "Guy who had sex with an anamorph." I didn't fuck that kid. I fucked that frog.
I wish I could do something with that. I think that's very funny, but you know, most people don't agree with me on what's funny.
I mean, I think that was pretty funny.
That's pretty. I mean, it's just a guy who's trying to have sex with kids, and in his mind, he's like, "Hey, it's a frog now, so
so it's okay."
Dark comedy.
Sounds like it would happen in Eastern Washington.
Yeah, no, maybe that's.
You don't have to travel that far out of Seattle to find a pervert.
Oh no, you don't. You know, but the perverts will travel that far out of Seattle to not be seen by people they know.
Yeah. Well, that's where they travel to Enumclaw to bury the body.
Yeah. The frog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
to
not?
put the frog in a shoebox and step on it.
No evidence.
Turns back into a kid at that point. All right, well, this has been a fucked up way to end this. Thank you for doing it.
We should have started that way.
Yeah, we should have. That would have been fun to follow that energy. Wilfred, is there anything you want to plug? This should come out later this week.
Oh yeah, you can follow me. Oh, no, follow me on Instagram. That's more important.
Okay.
At Wilfred Padua. Twitter doesn't matter. There's honestly only like 45 people on Twitter still. So
yeah.
We've moved on to Instagram, TikTok too, maybe. I'm supposed to give a shit about those two things.
You're not on TikTok yet?
I was on TikTok. I beat the game. I immediately got 60,000 followers and then stopped posting.
Attaboy. Yeah. I like that move. I like that, that kind of like, I could do this if I wanted to, but I don't feel like it kind of move.
Yeah. And I just got sick of editing videos.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I just like got annoyed because I started TikTok, but I really hadn't put anything on there. And I have like 3 hard drives full of like old stand-up videos. So then I was like, last week, I was just like, oh, why am I doing this? And I just, edited like a 1-minute clip to post every morning. And then after
Yeah.
like 7 days, a few of the clips popped, but really did nothing for me. So then you're just like, well, nothing matters. Why am I?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? TikTok specifically is so fickle. Like, on everything else, if you get like something that does well and people get really excited about it, you'll see that those people will go to like your YouTube, or they'll try to find you other places, maybe your website. I've never had anyone from TikTok, like TikTok is like its own thing. Like, people just scroll through it and it doesn't matter who it is, what it is, they just want to consume more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm gonna start posting videos. I've seen a lot of not funny comics get success off of it. So I'm gonna. The thing is, in my head, I have so much faith that like, oh, once I start posting these videos, it's all gonna pop off. But I just like keep on putting it off because I don't really want to.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple edited down. They're in the fucking holster. I just got to put them up.
There you go, bud. And that's going to be the difference maker. That's what's going to change your entire career.
I'm gonna be famous.
You're just holding yourself back because you're afraid of how successful you're about to be, Wilfred. And I understand that. Well, thank you guys for checking out the video. Like I said, like and subscribe. There's Blunt People YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube channel, Travis Nelson Comedy. There's a bunch more stuff there. And Vanessa, you got anything to plug?
Just follow me for all the shows and everything. Definitely come to the Blackout in Seattle. It's the 4th Thursday of every month at Olmsted, and usually sells out. So get your tickets early and follow me for the other shows we do.
Right.
And
follow you at Nessa the
subscribe to
Dog,
the
right?
YouTube. Blunt People podcast is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty
if
good.
I say so myself.
If we say so ourselves.